Welcome back to the next episode of Nier Automata. It's time for the Emil side quest final battle. I have been trying to beat this, and my inability to do so is actually super stupid.
Magical weapons from the old world detected.
You might notice things are a little different now. We're playing as 2B, and we are level 99. That's pretty significant and lets us do a lot of damage. I started an episode recording right before, just now, because I was strong enough. I tested it. I knew I could tear these heads down. And so I started fighting them. And they were all locked up in their little barriers, meaning they'd taken so much damage they had to leave. And then one just exploded, and I couldn't reach it and stop it from exploding. I didn't even know it was there. It's really, frustrating, honestly. I should have killed this fight immediately, but I didn't, so now we're going again. And if this one doesn't succeed, I'll have to scrap this recording too and try again.
What happened to my clones? Years of multiplying. Years of fighting in wars. Their sense of self just deteriorated. I need to settle things with them. On my own. Enough.
Anyway, we're more than strong enough to tear these heads down. Alright, another one out. I mean, the beams are nasty, but I can just heal.
We try our best. In the rain, in the wind, in the storm.
Alright, should be running out of them now.
Even when our companions die, we kept fighting. But
Alright.
the eternal war.
That should have chilled all of the Emils out.
The eternal end. It's freedom.
There's only one of them that... No, there's multiples which are red dots.
Protect this world. The world had no meaning. It's freedom.
What about you? Are you the one I have to watch? Are you the one that likes to explode? Well, I can't actually go any further this way, so... no. I'm just gonna set up here and we'll see who wants to explode.
You, all of you. This pain. This sadness. This desperation.
Alright, play through it.
Nothing about it.
But even so, all of this is wrong. No matter how
If I don't get
hard
to actually
or
win
how
this time, I'm gonna be so
they
frustrated.
never gave up. They kept fighting because they believed they could overcome someday. Isn't that right, Kaine? Even if it's pointless, you still have to do it. Because this is the world my friend tried to save.
Okay, there's one left. Where is it? Did I get it this time?
I think
Oh, thank God. Okay.
this is it for me.
And that's how
I
you
can't
do the
believe
Emil
I
fight without
remembered
losing your
something
mind.
So important.
I'm kidding. I lost my
Right
mind.
at the end, Emil, I was running from the memories of losing those close to me. It was so hard, so painful. At the end, I did a lot of bad things to you, 2B. But now I get to see them again. Really soon.
Ow.
You'll be all right. We can repair you.
Oh, hey. There you are. I'm so glad. I got to see you all again.
Ow.
Emil.
Emil's determination complete. Yes, I will save. Thank you. Oh boy. Video games. Alright, now what's gonna happen? No idea. I don't know why it offered me this chance to save, but I guess we'll see where I load in at. Oh yeah, at this point I should point out, I think this is like the final episode of my Nier Automata series. I forgot to mention that part because I was getting so seriously destroyed. Anyway, let's get back in game. This should load us in from our autosave. And in theory, that quest should be done now. I guess I should have checked chapter select for the quest being done. Okay, anyway, there is something important we must do before we go and get ending D. I'm not entirely sure where it is. It's one of 2 locations. Okay, we've appeared here. Alright, well, show me that sick chapter select. 60 out of 60. Feels good. What's our current mission? Talk to Pascal. Yep, okay. Alright, so one of 2 possible locations. I'm going to presume it's the one I'm going to go to now. It could very well be the other one. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it is. It is up to us to figure that out. Let's go back to set type B, which isn't the anti-Emil set. Oh, do I get a new unit data for that Emil? Emil clones. These colossal Emils were the sad final state of Emil's copies. Attacking without warning, they possess the ability to unleash fierce attacks using magical weapons from the old world. At the end of this pitched battle, the true Emil stopped his doppelgangers with heartfelt words before annihilating them with a final strike. He then passed away with an expression of great relief, as if he had finally met the person he'd longed to see. Yeesh. I think the canonical ending to Nier that flows into this game is the one where Nier erases himself from the world. So Emil only remembers Kaine and not Nier. And that sucks too, actually. That's really brutal. Okay, anyway, we're heading down to Emil's house, because there should be something important waiting for us down there. Now, it's either here or in the Lunateer's room. I'm not sure which. So we're going to try this one and see. But yeah, 60 out of 60 side quests, so that's good. I get the feeling that's the Emil who's dead. This game does love killing people and things, so it's definitely probably the Emil that's dead now. Anyway, I can go back to Machine Fists and Emil Heads. Like God intended. You think you're so cool? I don't need to touch you. Lift is not active, that is okay. It's whether or not the door is active that is our big issue. Okay, there is something important waiting for us in Emil's house, is what it said. Which is annoying because it did not clarify whether that is down here or in the Lunateer's room. Okay, we're going to drop now. I might also need to still, like, catch Emil through another chapter select, but I doubt it. This room down here should be open. If it isn't, that's going to be a real issue for me. Alright, all of you stop. All of you stop. Okay, please don't be red locked. Dang it! Okay, well, I brought you guys down here for nothing. It's okay. We're still okay. We'll go check the Lunateer's room, and if I'm an idiot, that means I have to come in at another chapter, talk to Emil to unlock that door, and then come back down here. Which is a chunk of time I would rather not spend, but I've managed to get through this entire series without having to do episode editing. I'm not about to start now. If you want me to do episode editing, make this my job. Man, we've seen some stuff, haven't we, Nines? Yeah, we have. Alright, wait, this is the way out. Okay, what is the fastest way to the shopping center? I'm gonna say... at this point, probably just drop down and teleport. Yeah, I barely feel it. Okay, near the tower. We'll warp over here, we'll check the Lunatia room. If it is not there, I am a fool, and I need to chapter select into a chapter where Emil is driving around, doing his sales pitch. I'm glad Emil found peace. I mean, it's sad that he's dead, but he's probably happier that way, truth be told. Life did not go Emil's way. Wonder how Kaine went out. That's a mystery we'll probably never know. Actually, hey, give me a sick ride. You, stand. Serve your goddess. I think 2B is definitely a goddess of the hunt. She rides moose and bulls, she fishes. Goddess of the hunt seems right. Busting through! Huh, coming through on the moose skips the talking prompt. I will not be able to use that for anything because the game is basically over. But, oh well, notable. You can tell 2B is more badass than 9S because she has twice as many balls. Good. I'm glad I said that. Okay. Please. 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 It ain't here, is it? Dang it. 3 chests I've already opened. Alright. Let's go do a chapter select. I tried my best. It was just my best wasn't good enough. I'm sorry for letting you guys down, but stick with me. It's cool. We're still good. My biggest worry right now is, despite the fact that I understand ending D will go pretty quick, I don't know how long ending E is. Should ending E be an entire episode by itself? My person who knows the game and gives me advice has disappeared, which is making this awkward for me to call. Like, I don't care about making an hour episode. I am a little on edge about making an hour-and-a-half episode. If you feel me on that. What are you doing? Oh, that was mean. Nonetheless, I'm pleased to be finishing this as 2B. Alright. Chapter select. Didn't we do Lost Child? Shouldn't Emil be around? Hey, are we in Lost Child right now? Let's go in as 9s. If you're wondering about the typing, I am checking for something important. Because this might give me a hint. Okay, so map icon's Emil? Yeah, there he is. Okay, so it was just a little bit silly. It was just a little bit of silliness. That's all it was. Alright, fastest way is to go from the desert camp. We're on track, guys. Have no fear. It is happening. All of this should have happened at the end of the last episode, but look, just stick with me, okay? It's good. I have to get another ending first. Crap. Okay. I almost forgot I'm missing one more ending. We can't go into ending D until I get it. Maybe there is one more episode after this. Hey, Jackass. I hope Jackass is part of the final ending. She deserves it. I mean, she doesn't deserve to die, and anything involved in this game dies. But Jackass deserves better. Alright, get him.
Proposal. Use power fire to force him to stop.
Got him. Hey, Emil. This is Emil. You want to know where I live? Deep underground. Okay, let's mosey. I'm moving it. Yeah, I'm moving at my extra speed. Definitely. Now we go down to Emil's house and we get that item that matters so much. I could have skipped all of this, and if I'd been lucky while I was getting myself up to 99, I could have skipped it as well. The item we are going to get is a rare drop from the Golden Bunny in the amusement park. And if I had successfully gotten that rare drop while I was leveling up, because that's where I went for my XP, that bunny gives a lot of XP. If I had gotten that item successfully, we would not be doing all of this, and we would be watching one of the two endings. X or D. Whoa, I screwed up. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little rattled by, I don't know, the video game. Rattled by video games. It's my life story. Alright, heading down below. Once we get this done, we pick up one last ending, ending X, and we go and do ending D. And maybe that will be enough to make an episode, and ending E should be its own episode. Maybe there's enough to ending E that it should be its own episode. I honestly don't know if that's true or not. But I'm starting to think maybe ending E is its own self-contained episode. So I'm sorry for leading you up the garden path and mentioning, oh, this might be the last episode. I honestly didn't expect... I should have beaten Emil at the end of the last episode, and then I would have screwed up finding this thing, and I would have started this episode by finding the item that we want. It's just got a little mixed up for me. You try to plan for things, but sometimes stupidity happens. Admittedly, I'm owning that stupidity. That's on my fault, but that's how it goes. Alright, I don't want to get dunked in the water, so let's just move along here. Sick. I'll activate laser, okay. Actually, I've always wanted to try out the missile pod program. Give me a go. That doesn't take you very far forward at all. Wow, you don't care about that laser at all. Yeah, that missile kind of sucks. Alright, get out of my face. And...
Hypothesis. This is the residence of the inscrutable life
Chest.
form known as Emil.
Part L. There. It's the third and final one. You get one in the tower when you're completing the game for the first time. You get one from destroying the golden rabbit guaranteed, and then it rarely drops others afterwards. Then you get your third from beating Emil's determination. That's the story. In order to get the platinum trophy in this game, which I do very much want, you require to upgrade all of the pods to maximum. We will now go and upgrade the laser pod to its maximum form. Then we will get ending X, then we will get ending D. That will wrap this episode up, and ending E will be whatever comes next. God help us. Thanks, friendo! Emil talks like I do. I use friendo quite happily. It's a good word. Alright, fastest way to go and get our upgrade time is to just jump down to the transporter, teleporting to the resistance camp, and do our upgrade. Which will finally set us on the path to freedom. I've enjoyed this game. It's been 3 solid weeks of streaming it, but I am ready to say goodbye and move on to other video games. I'm ready to be done. And that's the honest truth. Oop. Transport, resistance camp, go! The laser pod was obviously the least used of all of them. I originally liked Gatling more than Missile when I first got Missile, but I really adapted into using the Missile later on. When I changed over to 9S and I was prioritizing range damage over just getting up in someone's business, I started using Missile more often, and then it became my favorite. Laser, I found it too late to really fall in love with it. Hey. Booyah! And that should be the last one. Yep. That is, what's round by the... Nope. Pod Hunter. There it is. This is for getting every ending in the game. Aside from that, there is a trophy for ending D, ending E, and then the trophy for... What's its face? 2B's final moments. Let's go. So once again, we have to deal with 2B's miserable struggle as she attempts to get to the shopping district. And we get one more ending for this. Then it's ending D, which I'll be happy to see. And ending E. And who knows what that's going to be like.
Multiple enemies confirmed.
Skip. Alright, let's mosey. This will take about 2-3 minutes. We're at the 22.5 minute mark right now. Let's see where we end up.
Proposal. Administer vaccine immediately.
Pick it up, Tubes. I need to fight these guys. Let's fail. Sorry, Moose. You can ride the Moose while in this state, but whenever you have the stumble moment of sickness, you fall off. That one.
Virus contamination rate up to 16%. Malfunction detected in NFCS circuit.
I have to keep it from spreading to other androids. Pod, give me a location that's low on android signals.
Very unfortunately, the graphics get really painful here. I think this is one of the less ideal game designs just because anyone who has sensitive vision would get really messed up by the more corrupted 2B's vision. Once it busts out and goes to grayscale, it's okay again. But when the corruption really gets bad, it's rough. Do your best, 2B. At least the pod can protect us. Anyone want to run at me?
Alert. Virus contamination rate up to 21%.
Remove the contamination.
Get virus.
And reset.
Analysis. Virus is transforming and progressing its own algorithm with abnormal speed. Removal will be difficult.
Oh, 2B. This game really gets you with killing 2B at the midpoint and then giving you A2 and 9S instead. Like, you don't see it coming. Nope. Oh boy, they're shielded. Okay, I ditched them. We're good. Okay, yep, I gotta wait for this sick point to end and then I can jump over here. These guys aren't chasing me, we're good. Alright. Back on your feet, Tubes. You good? Come on, girl. Stay strong. There you go. Okay, that is the hardest part. Now we just run. If anyone wants to argue with us, they can get lasered to death. Yeah, take that. Lasered to death. Doing the system corruption ending still require me to make this progress because the jumps, it jumps up to like 90% when you're on the bridge.
Detected in visual processing system.
Losing that jump by just standing around and waiting for 10 minutes sucks. So we didn't do it.
Alert. Virus contamination rate up to 57%.
Yep.
Malfunction detected in FMCS circuit.
Now the screen is beginning to warp in a really unpleasant manner, so maybe I'll just look downwards. I don't need to see where I'm going. I have a mini-map. Maybe this is more pleasant than looking at the sky? I can't tell. Oh, that is nasty.
70%. Infiltrating system
Oh, I hate that. No, it is actually better looking at the ground than the sky. That warping color on the blue is horrendous. Okay. It should break to the grayscale momentarily. Stay strong. Alright. Bridge.
Alert. Virus contamination rate 90%.
Alright, we're gonna have a little explosion.
Heat generation in central nervous system. Internal combustion imminent.
Boop. Okay, and grayscale.
Detected in visual sensors. Alert. Deterioration found in black box. Alert. Damage to data backup system. Set damage will make it difficult to retain self-consciousness upon backup.
This is just really miserable. Alright. Run to here and some Yoho are gonna run at us. Hey, you didn't see that coming, did you, Tubes? Hey, girls, could you not? There we go. And A2 is here. I forgot A2 cut her hair short at the start of this. Alright.
A2.
You have fun with that, Tubes. See ya. The betrayal! It's so real. A2 doesn't care. A2 suddenly felt like taking a little stroll. And though the walk gave her a sense of peace and fulfillment, 2B's body had been consumed by machines when she returned. Time to relax. Frickin' amazing. Okay, you know what? Let's do ending D. I don't know if ending E is going to immediately start as soon as I get ending D. I didn't really want to risk that. We've made enough time here to make an episode. So, episode 64? I think it's going to be 64 is the last one. Is this 63 or 64 right now? I don't know. I think this is 63 right now. So we're going to go into episode 64. You know what? Before we do that, let's watch the opening cutscene. It probably doesn't have any spoilers anymore. I've never watched the opening cutscene to this game because Nier's opening cutscene had spoilers. So I was like, I don't want to see any of that. Let's watch this. I've never watched it, so let's do that now. There we go.
I never quite realized how beautiful this world is.
Well, that's ending C.
The commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
Should I be watching this? Maybe
Anyone
not.
is listening to this. There's something I need you to do. If you ever meet up with Yorha Unit 9S,
I shouldn't be watching this.
I want him. I mean...
That... Wow! Is this the one that always plays? Imagine watching this before you'd actually played the game. You saw us ending C, you saw... horrific! Well, I'm glad I put this off. I hope I don't get an ending E spoiler watching this, because that would upset me so much. Koshi and Roshi?
We're not so different after all. Pod 153, I order you to halt all logical thought and speech.
Fear not, A2! I can handle this! Androids were designed to protect their human masters.
Even if it's pointless, you still have to do it!
You two are the last remaining members of Yorha.
Wow!
It's not the operator. It's...
Wow, is that, like... I'm so glad I consistently skipped that, because it would have been stupid to watch that before being at this point. Man, that's dumb. Okay, anyway, that's bringing this episode to a close. Next episode, guaranteed finale. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.